Hey everyone, AQWBlaze91 here again, and today I haven't got any games I bought videos coming up this month, but I do have something of a, what I was going to call it a unboxing video, because I say that as I finally got one of the accessories I've been searching for my Game Boy Advance. And it has taken me a good long while to actually find one online that actually had it in. And it has taken me a while to get the tools needed to finally test it out. And it does work, but I will explain what my thing is about. So, firstly, I've been searching around for a battery hand grip for my Game Boy Advance, because I've been searching for one of those things for a while, and yeah, I finally found one, but not in the best condition possible, and that is the JoyTech Battery Hand Grip. This is the hand grip I've been searching for. So here it is. This is the JoyTech Battery Hand Grip. This is one of two battery hand grips I've been interested in quite some time. There was this one, and then there was another one from Mad Catz. The Mad Catz hand grip, battery hand grip, looked interesting as well, but I think this one stands out more for me as its simple hand grip design. Battery hand grip design. So yeah, it came to me, and it did look great. But the big problem was the condition of the back of the DC plug that I had it in. Here it is. Here's the plug. Here is the plug. It's a mess because it snapped off in two. The cable connector was in such a broken disarray mess that eventually it snapped off, and the condition that it was in when I bought it when I got it off of eBay had a little tape on it to like hold the thing in place, and it did such a terrible job, and eventually it snapped off and broke. Because when I got this, I tried putting it on and charging it. Nothing was turning on, nothing was happening. Like the Game Boy Advance wouldn't turn on. But then I found out that apparently this was just messed up. It just wasn't working, and yeah, I suspect that the thing was just not working. So I eventually just rang up my brother to let him know that there's something wrong with the DC connector, and eventually I looked up online to see if there was a connector, and because it needed one of these, right? It needed one of these connectors in order to plug this into the it's the main power support. It's the main power plug. So yeah, it needed one of these in order to fit in there, which is a DC V3 connector. Yeah, see, that's the connector right there that it's asking for to be plugged in. And I eventually looked online to see if there was a generic DC power connector which connected to an EP3, and what I ended up getting was the universal plug adapter, which came with a bunch of different plug sockets. And here's the one which I'm using. This is the exact V3 cable that I'm using, and hold on, this is going to be tough to film here, and it does go in like so. Like it goes in. Hold on. Just have to film this. Hold on. This one requires 2 hands. There you go. It goes in like that. And then you can plug this in, but it also has a little arrow pointing to the V connectors you need to put it in. And for this Game Boy, and for this battery grip, you need to put it to V3, 3B, I should say. And once it's there, plug it in, and voila, it turns on. And voila, it turns on. So yeah, it turns on and it works, like how it normally should work. My only problem, I bought a DC connector with a very short wire. I should have looked online for a longer wire that had a bigger wire. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on for one next time. And yeah, and here it is. So there it is. I actually got it working afterwards. So my big thing was, I was concerned about the connector, about the Game Boy Advance battery hand grip not working, but that wasn't because of the device itself. It was the fault of the battery connector and the condition it was in before it got shipped out. Which, yeah, it's old. They're old. All the Game Boy Advance accessories are old at this point. That any of the newer ones you find, any new condition, brand new condition based Game Boy Advance accessories are quite rare. And I actually paid £60 for this. Over £62 for this. But that's also because it didn't just come with this battery hand grip. It also came with a little light as well, which I'll show off in a moment. So, yeah. And we can then plug my Game Boy Advance in. This is my original one. There you go. It goes in like that. And here it is. It shows its work. It shows that it's connected. And boy, is holding it look great. Like, holding this thing is just a dream. It's been absolutely wonderful. Like, it's an absolute beauty to hold. I've been wanting this for quite a long time. I finally got one, but here I've got a little slight problem. Minor problem with it. I have tried charging it to see if it's still got juice in it, but when I got it, I tried turning it on. There was no battery juice in it or anything, and every time I pop it and try and pop it in to charge it, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't play every time I unplug the DC plug on it. Or how can I explain this? Simply put it, every time I unplug the device, every time I unplug the power adapter from this, even after like giving it like an hour or so charge, there's like no power to it. There's like no power inside the grip. And it's like over because I'm not sure if this is due to like condition or of this device or anything, or like the person who had this last like caused it to overcharge, which damaged the battery or something. But yeah, the battery only works. It only works when this is plugged into a wall. When I got this plugged into one of my plug sockets. So that's kind of a sad thing. Like I'll demonstrate it for you now. Like I'll plug it in, turn it on. Nothing's coming on. But when I go over here, or when I go over to my computer, put it on my lap. There you go, it finally turns on. So it's on and it plays. You can see the battery power there. Like it's on, and this thing is, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but that's where the battery pack, the universal power adapter, is connected to my Game Boy Advance skin. And there it is, all the way up to my Game Boy Advance battery hand grip, right there. Now again, I'm not 100% sure if this was, why I can't have the GBA, the JoyTech battery grip not operate properly without after charging it. Due to like it's either bad condition, the condition of the battery inside the battery grip itself, or like it's run dry or needs replacing or something. Like I would need an expert on this subject to have a look at it, possibly have a look inside of it for me and see what's up. But still, I'm glad at least it works. I at least know the game, know it works. Like, but the only downside is I have to play it like this. I have to play it holding it near one of my plugs while plugged into a wall or something. Like it's not something I want. But it is kind of a nuisance. Which is kind of a little bit sad. Like I like how this is working, and I like playing with it. Just I wish that I could unplug it from the wall, which is played from my bed. But instead I can't do. This battery grip is a little. I think the battery on it is maybe a bit faulty for it to do that, which is a little annoying. Alright, so let's turn my GBA off and let's go back to my bed. So, that is the battery grip, the hand battery grip, functioning. It works. It just works, but I just wish I could wish for it that it could operate with it unplugged. unplugged, with this being unplugged from the wall. So here we go. So here it goes again. I turn it on again and nothing happens. So yeah, it's either fault of the battery, or there's just something inside it that's not making it work properly. I would need an expert to help me have a look inside of it and see what's up. See if it's either replaceable. See if the battery inside it is replaceable, or do I have to replace the damn thing? Which, yeah, which is the last resort. But either way, there was something else that also came that my battery grip also came with. It came with the afterglow light, the glow guard light. This is just a little simple light thing that you put on top of your GBA, so it gives you some light. This is where the light comes from. So the simple thing is, hold your GBA, plug it in, hold those two little buttons here, you snap it in, the top end where the GBA's link cable slot goes, and then you can slide this down, slide this up, and it even has a connector for the link cable. And then when you turn on the GBA, that little light comes down on the screen, and it allows you to see it. So let's demonstrate it again. Okay, jump cut. We've got the Game Boy Advance with the glow guard light in the battery hand grip, and we got it plugged in again right here. And so I'm ready to turn this thing on again. And look at that, you can see it. Just about. You can see the afterglow glowing on the screen. Let's pick up the little dark area. And there you go, you can see your Game Boy Advance console in the dark. It's usually better just to do this during nighttime. But I might as well just do it during the day. Just to show that you can see that it's working. You can see a little light there on the center of the screen, and what that does is illuminate the center of the screen, so you can see where your game is, and in the right position you'll be able to see exactly where the screen is. And it's actually not that bad. It's actually a pretty good light. Like, it's a pretty good light, and I actually really do like it. And yeah, whenever I'm playing in the dark, it actually does illuminate the screen fairly well. I'll just let you see this video. You can't see it too well, but it is one of those light things that it does do the job. But it's more easier when I'm seeing it from my eyes and not from this 3DS camera perspective. But still, it does its job. It at least does its job. Yeah, and I actually do like this light. Really good. It's a good light that does what it does. So, and if you view it pretty well, you can actually see the game fairly decently well. So, yeah, good stuff. It's a good light. I actually really like it. So then, let us go back to my bed. So there we have it. This is my JoyTech Battery Hand Grip. Small taste of how it feels, how it plays. The battery hand grip is really comfortable, really easy to pick up and hold. And it gives the GBA a fair amount of weight to it. Like, it's good, really good, and it's really fantastic. Holding it, I really like putting my hands on this thing, like so much. This afterglow also works. It's fantastic. And even more so when I'm playing it during my nighttime. When I'm playing the GBA during my nighttime. So it's a good way of playing Game Boy Advance games during the nighttime without you having to sit in the corner of the sunlight in order to see the game on the original GBA. Just I wish that I had this DC cable in a much better condition, and I wish that again that this would work. This battery grip would work away from having being plugged in all the damn time. But I'll try and look into some alternatives. I'll look into an alternative way of getting this thing to work if I can. Or just buy a new one if I can. Because I like this thing, but I just wish I could play it without having to always have this thing plugged in all the time. Just to make it work. So yeah, but at least I got everything all sorted. And I'll be having my brother do something about the DC cable over there. See if he can solder it. See if we can solder it. But I highly doubt that it's going to work. Like, I'll give it to my brother to see if he can solder it. See what happens. Yeah. So yeah, that is the JoyTech Battery Hand Grip. And I hope you all enjoyed the look at that device. Now, as for what I've been doing this past month, aside from dealing with this JoyTech Battery Hand Grip thing, I've also been working with getting the DLC content for the Battlefield games on the PlayStation 3. I recently did, a couple of months back, do the multiplayer trophies for Battlefield Bad Company 1 with a boosting group, even though the host was a dickhead. And the host I had was an absolute dickhead. And then I tried going for the Battlefield Bad Company 2 multiplayer trophies, but I only could get as many as I could before the server shut down for both of those games. And now they're going to be shutting servers for Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Hardline for the 360 and PS3. These are the PS3 versions I got here, and I've got the premium content DLC for Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, but I need to go for the premium content for Battlefield Hardline. And this is when I'll ask, I can't find the premium DLC for Battlefield Hardline on PS3, but I can find the premium download for the PS4. And I need to ask, is downloading the premium download for the PS4 version of Battlefield Hardline give you the premium download for the PlayStation 3 version? If it does, please say so, because I need to know before I buy the premium content download for Battlefield Hardline, because I need this before I finally start working on the multiplayer trophies for these 3 Battlefield games. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on. I've also got a couple of game reviews on my GameSpot channel to work on. Like, I'll eventually get started on my next game review also. Like, you know, sometime today or sometime tomorrow. Yeah. Depending on whether or not I'm up for it. But either way, I've gotten my current gaming plans. Either some Battlefield 3, 4 or Hardline multiplayer plans for the servers go down in October, or at least I think it's October. I have to look at. I have to remember. And also enjoying the moments of these my time with my battery grip. I'm enjoying my Game Boy setup. So my Game Boy setup is definitely coming along better. And I finally got to a battery hand grip, which I'll work with. But I'll keep an eye out for a spare one. When that works brilliantly without any issue. And it was a good thing I found, and it was a good one I found when I did, because this one recently broke like a month or so back, and I wanted to try and find a battery hand grip as much as possible. And yeah, this one works, but only when it's fully plugged in. Plugged into my plug socket, not when it's play charge. Not when I tried to charge it, which the battery won't work with. Another thing that recently just broke is this. And the one reason that broke is the D-pad on it just broke apart. I tried, putting it together, but nothing's working. This thing is now stuck together. The D-pad just don't work properly. So I've got no choice but to throw this away. Probably me buy a new one. Probably buy another new one. That's a shame too, because I was really enjoying this one. So, thankfully, to the Tomato, a game store that's near me, actually has another one of these things in stock. And I'll probably buy another one if I can. So, yeah, well, just a bit of a shame it's happened, but oh well, these things just happen. They don't last forever. They're expected to break at some point. Oh well. So either way, that is going to do it for this so-called unboxing video. I would have done this as an unboxing video if it wasn't for the fact that that I had to make sure that I test this thing before I did this video, but it took such a long time for me to find a DC battery support that works. And yeah, I did eventually buy the power adapter to make it work, and it's just the way I'm gonna have to run it for the time being. So either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a comment, like, and subscribe. Keep an eye out for new videos I do in the future. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.